Well, hello everyone. I hope everybody's having a great start of the week. Vacation's over. Holidays are over for the ones that were off. Me, I had to work. So I'm back from work today and I wanted to give you guys an update. Everybody's worried about the garden, so am I. And this is the last garden I planted and everything looks like it's coming up well. The onions are coming up. Looks like they got a little taller. And look at these beans, guys. Look how tall they're getting. Oh my goodness. I'm hoping that we don't have any bug issues here, but we're gonna hit it hard with the insecticide and get it side dressed again. Corn is growing. Corn looks like it's growing a lot better than what it was from the kickoff of the first garden. On the first row here, the other row is not doing as well. The honeydew melons look like they're vining a lot. This is a whole lot more than what it was. So these look okay. I got a little yellow. These look like the leaves are yellowing some. But that's that. Zucchini squash is growing. Don't have any squash yet, but that's okay. All the plants still look like they're standing upright. So as long as you're standing upright, you're not dead, right? It looks like the wind kind of laid some of my plants over on my corn. I have to fix that. So I planted 3 rows. It looks like I'm not going to get full rows. So I have some that are slow to start. I need to get some nitrogen, get it dressed with some nitrogen. It's probably lacking that. These are growing. And this row, this plant is growing as well. This is what I have on the tag here, cantaloupe. So those are growing. All right, let's go. One of these days I'm gonna clear these trees out. One of these days seems like a word that's always used, you know. But I want to get these cleared out. This is where Mr. Brown used to plant another garden back here. There's actually a fence that runs around here. It comes down and goes to the front. I think once I clear all of this out and be able to access it, might need a new chicken yard, right? Yeah, let's not tell the wife that though. And I was stressing that we'd catch a whole lot of rain. So it's been uneventful today, so these percentages keep dropping. I'm going to be in good shape. I'll be able to get all the stuff I need done. I've sprayed a lot of my plants with the insecticide to get these bugs done. I checked the plants that I sprayed yesterday, and I'll show you. No bugs, so that's good. And I think it got time to dry so it can work for a few days before I have to do it again in a week. Then I have a question for you guys. Can somebody tell me what this is? What is this bush? And it puts off these little flowers. I have them all over the place. I don't know if you can see it clearly in my phone, but I have quite a few of these. Is this what they call elderberry? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do some checking on it, or if somebody could tell me. There's some more. There's a big bush here, and I've been wanting to clear it out, and I wonder if I ought to keep it here. So I got this stuff all over, or is it just something that needs to be cut down? And here are the potatoes. And since all this heavy rain that we got, I think I lost one of my plants. I did this. I pulled the dirt up, but it don't look like it's in good shape. But all the other ones still look great. I did the same thing with the compost like I have been doing. So I'm hoping that it's just one plant that got damaged and all of these will be okay. I guess I'll see once they start growing more. The radish are standing. So those made it through it, at least some of them. I planted some over here and I covered them. And I was wondering if they were going to still grow or not, but if you can see, they've made their way, some of them made their way through the extra thickness of compost. So it might be okay there. And we'll go over here to this garden. Okay, so here's the little garden that I planted those other tomatoes, and it looks like they're doing well. I'm thinking tomatoes grow better when it has some shade. The ones that are in direct sunlight over there, they're just getting beat down. I got insecticide. I pulled a lot of the yellow leaves off. Got all the insecticide on them yesterday because I had some more bugs on some of my pepper plants, and I checked those in this garden, and it looks like don't have no bugs right now, so blessings, right? And this one has a big tomato on it already. You see all these bare leaves, we clipped those because I need to put fungicide on these plants today. When that sun breaks past them tree lines, and I know I can spray these without the sun hitting them, I'm going to get it on there today. So just want to give you a little snapshot. I think I got some tomatoes on this one too. Yep. And that one, and this one here's got tomatoes on the bottom side. I need some more. I'm going to put some that Alaska fish fertilizer on them. It's time for that again. And I'll show you what my pole beans are doing. So here's the pole beans. What I made was I put some T-posts in the ground, and I actually ran a rope, 1/4 inch rope across to it, and then I hung some of these slide. I hung them down over each plant, and look at them go. They're climbing on up this plant. That is cool. They're coming on up, and some are making leaves already, which is really cool. And then when they get up to here, I guess they can pass over, and then I put this wire to that fence. I don't know if this is going to work, but I made 4 wires attached to the fence, so if they want to keep going, they can keep going. I think they'd look kind of neat if they would. If it go across, it would make like a little cave here, which would be pretty cool. It may affect my plants from sunlight, but maybe not. We'll see. We'll have to see how that goes. And I do have some more yellowing leaves from all this rain. I get those. I got to get these things sprayed today. Maybe it's the fungicide that'll get that taken care of. So much work. All right. Clean their water bowls. Whoops. Hey, little buddies. There you go. If y'all stop kicking them shavings inside that water, y'all be able to drink. Look at it. Oh, we got water without shavings in it. Now look at these little guys. They were thirsty. We did this at 10:30 this morning, and then I just came up and took a look at it, and it was full of shavings. So you can't want to pick. What y'all doing? Hey, brother. You don't have runs to me all the time. Where's Nugget? There's Nugget. What y'all up to? Ain't chickens neat? Hey, what you think he's after over there? He is like going to town. Going all the way to the bottom. Boy, he's hard at work. They all look like they got bad haircuts.
They're getting so big.
And they're getting big. Hey, buddy. Hi, you have something to say? Nothing to say? That's Wilbur, y'all. That's Wilbur. How about you? You got anything to say? Y'all have anything to say for the camera? Who's your hairstylist? You like getting a shave? Alright, so we got their water in, checked on. This is where the chicken yard is going to be. We're going to get it set up here instead of far away from the home where we can watch it. And as far as the chicken coop, I know you guys are saying, well, when you going to start getting that chicken coop taken care of, because you don't have much time. My wife wanted a certain type of coop. She's seen a lot of different things on the internet, really nice coops that that people are building and everything else. So what we decided to do, we checked with the a rent-to-own building company here, which they have an 8x12 building, which is she customized it to how she wanted it, with the like a shingled roof and some little flower pots on the front of the windows, I think. And it's going to be white, and it's going to oh, what else? Something else. It's going to be white. It's got the shingle roof, and there's going to be like windows above the door. It's an 8x12, and I was surprised it wasn't really that expensive. But I mean, you know, I've seen some. We planned on building our own and I think I'm going to run out of time for me to get it all done. So hopefully that'll be delivered within the next week or 2 or 3. That way we're going to get it set up here, and then we're going to make our chicken run up to this tree line, and then it'll come back and it'll go back that way. So yeah, I may have to build a bigger box for them to stay in when they get a little bit bigger, if it's not in yet in time. This project hasn't been taken care of yet. We started it, and you see this tree still laying there, but this has to be all cut down and get taken care of. But surprisingly, I almost thought this little garden wasn't going to do that well because of the shade, and now it's got me wanting to till up this other row for the black eyed peas that there's nothing growing in, because it looks like things are doing well. My beans that I planted, they're all getting big, and I got to get something going with that. I'm probably gonna run some 4x4s up here to where, and run some strings down to where they can catch on. All these little fillers need something to grab onto, and we have to run a rope the same way we did the last one, so that's got to be soon too. And the tomato plants are doing well. Hi Hoot, how you doing, Mr. Hoot? You taking care of the property? Did you see anything today? No problems? Good. Tomato plants are getting tall in this now. I put this cage up, it's kind of hard to walk, but they're getting tall. I need to hit them again with some fertilizer. I see some little tomatoes coming up, which is good. Man, I wished all my tomato plants would have done this. But there's indeterminate and determinate tomatoes, so these are ones that are growing tall, so I can't exactly remember which ones are which, but I'm sure someone will help me out with that. I did have to stake these up after the bad rain we had. They were laid over, so I pulled them back up, got them staked. I didn't get close because it started raining yesterday, but I did put this over the netting to keep the birds off the little strawberry plants that I do have. I need to put somebody had told me to put some straw on the ground, so I got to get something to get that done as well. And I put this fence up, and it looks like they're all hanging on, so which is a good thing. So all of these start vining up. These cucumbers look way better than the others that I have, but I'm thanking my others because it's providing us with cucumbers. So I'm sure hoping that we get the same with these. Okay, let's take a walk to the other garden. Got a little long walk, so I'm gonna put you on hold for a minute. Are you sure you didn't see anything? We haven't gotten to get the side dressing done yet, and my cabbage is showing it. You can see some yellowing of it. No, not the cabbage, the squash. And here's the beans. Those are coming up. So much work in this garden. And this is one of my peppers that I don't know if it's going to make it here. I think we've been down this road with one plant not making it there. But these plants look like they're okay. They're still green. They don't have any bad color to them. These are some yellow bells. I got a shishito. This one here is making peppers. And you can see them down there. It's probably getting close to time to pick this one. And my bush tomato. This one here has a lot of little tomatoes, but they're not ready yet. All green. These are neat to have. Oh, neat to snack on. And my peppers, I got some yellow. I gotta get that leaf off. And this one here, another yellow leaf. Got some bell peppers on that one, but we've already picked some. So, still fighting the squash too with the little end rot. And not a whole lot of them, but just some. And here are what is this? This is the big Bertha bell pepper. I got one going right here. And another one on the other side. This rain has really caused a lot of messed me up, which a lot of people are dealing with it too. And the yelling of the leaves is just killing me. I don't know what's going to go on with these plants. I added some fish fertilizer to them, the Alaska fish fertilizer. I'm going to get this fungicide on it today. The sun's finally going down, so we'll be able to do that, and maybe that'll help them. And the cayenne peppers are really getting long, as you can see them. As far as the cucumbers, we have some big cucumbers here that we need to get picked. That one there, there's one under that branch, and then there's one here, which is really cool. We got a ton of squash that we've picked already that we got to get preserved. I have one bad cucumber, we missed it. I don't think this is going to make it. So we have some cucumbers that have to be picked. Get that done. Yeah, there's a few in there. Cabbage holding up. This one's not. This is one that died. So I said it at the beginning. I didn't think cabbage was going to do too well here. Well, and then our eggplants. Still no eggs. Still waiting on those to come in. And you can see all of the squash that we have planted. We have some big ones that need to be harvested today. That one, we can harvest that one and get those cut up and get frozen. We're going to put them in the freezer, slice them up. We're going to do the blanching method on them and get them sliced up and put in the freezer. The cantaloupe plants are getting big. I still haven't looked at my list, so I still don't know what this is, but it's a growing, and that's all that matters. Our poor radish, we got to get all this out the ground, get all this cleaned up, and get some more in here. Onions are doing fine. Quite a bit of onions. They need dirt. And my 6 little okra plant here that are the biggest in the garden. We still got some more. We need to get something sprayed on those. Look like I have some ants on one of them. And the corn, I came out here and put insecticide on them that night, so I'm look, you see this, guys? The layers, that's what I'm talking about. It looks like little seeds. That's what's falling off of here. So what you do is you get you a, I don't have them yet, where they need to go, but like where your tassel is, right below it, where you have the little, I can't think of the name, saved my life, the little furry thing where the corn's at. Put you a sheet of paper underneath it, and you shake it. You shake this top and let it fall on there, and then you bring the paper down close to the little furry thing, let's call it that, and blow on it, and it'll pollinate and grow your corn. And these farmers do that, don't have to worry about that, because they have so many corn in the field. It does it itself. And what is this? You know, a spider or something, but it's dead from the insecticide. But anyway, and as you know, we got visited by probably a little calf or a cow, and it ate some of my corn. Misery. So the flowers have perked up. They're standing, and they're so pretty. I got them all over through the garden too as well. You might be able to see some of them over there. And these are the purple hull peas. So these are getting big. And you can see the pods. Well, they're starting to grow. Awesome goodness. So happy about that. And look at this okra, guys. Look at that. Look how big it's getting. You know, if you followed my videos, how small it was and how I was struggling, but man, they're starting to grow. Thank goodness. Glad to see that. Even the back row. I didn't have much hope for that back row. I didn't think it was going to do anything, but it looks like it's starting to perk up as well. It's just this heat. It needs that heat to be able to grow. Something thing about the okra plants. So we're hoping for quite a bit here. Our mail lady just arrived. A little late. At least they're here.
Mine.
So yeah, this just happened. This is a lot of packages. What did y'all do? I'm gonna have to go check my checking account.
Okay. I actually got a lot of stuff. It's all mine. So
You got to Germ-X your hands.
yeah, and wash my hands.
I'll set them up where we set them, to where they can get, where we can get them taken care of. We don't open. What we do is we set these packages out for a little while, and then when we open them, we Germ-X and clean off and make sure that we, you know, as safe as possible with all this stuff going on. You never know.
I'm surprised.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to use today. We're going to get this in a bottle and get these plants sprayed. It's time. So I'm losing battery life. I wanted to actually video us spraying this fungicide and show you guys how to do it, but I don't look like I'm gonna be able to get it accomplished. So I need to hurry up and tell you guys that I wish all of you well. I hope all of you stay safe out there, and we'll talk on you on the next one. And just remember to prepare for the unknown. And guys, I wanted to add this to my video. Well, I forgot. If you guys haven't checked out Survival Living's channel, the Central Florida Prepper, you guys need to check it out and subscribe to his channel if you like his content. I really do enjoy his content. He has a lot of stuff in survival. He does gardening as well, and he's a very resourceful person. You need to check his videos out, and he can help you out in saving money in prepping supplies. You can see what he purchases, and you can actually be able to kind of follow his lead and get if you're not sure or know what you need to pick up, check them out. Central Florida Prepper, or you can type in survival living and it'll get you there. All right, guys, I'm out. We'll talk on the next one.